Mr. Speaker, I yield to Representative Davis.
Representative Davis, you recognize in debate.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, this issue, to be honest with you, over the last couple of days, I've had a broken heart. Merely talking about this subject, it hits me right here. I believe this issue transcends any political issue that we've addressed here on this floor, and I'm overwhelmed with the emotion that I have the opportunity to play a small role in such an important issue. The other couple months ago, we had an issue in Jacksonville where a 79-year-old lady was attacked by a 26-year-old thug. She was pummeled. She was beat down. Guy broke in her house, stole all of her stuff. And when I was reading the article, I kept asking myself, what would I have done if I would have seen that happen in front of my eyes? And I ask you today, if you were in a situation where you saw a defenseless 79-year-old lady being attacked by a 26-year-old thug, what would you do? Nothing would hold me back. I would do everything I could to help her. Ladies and gentlemen, this is very, very similar to the issue that we're dealing with today. We talk about those who are defenseless. Just this week, one of my close friends brought their baby for me to be able to see him. I held that baby in my hand, and I looked at that little boy, and I thought about how defenseless that child was. Today, we have an opportunity to address an issue that is affecting the most defenseless in our society. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I am pro-life, okay? I want to be very, very clear with that. In fact, I've sat on a board in the city of Jacksonville that was called Emergency Pregnancy Services. And we set up our program right next door to the Planned Parenthood program. Planned Parenthood took appointments. We did not. When young ladies would come into our program and say, I'm here for our appointment, you know what we would say? Come on in. We would sit them down, educate them. We would do ultrasounds. And you know what they would do? They were so surprised that there was a heartbeat. And I have to ask you something. I have to ask you something today. What are the opponents afraid of in this bill? Are you afraid that a young lady is going to see a heartbeat and realize there's actually life inside of them and it's not a fetus? Are you afraid that they're going to see little fingers and toes? What are you afraid of? Are you afraid that they're going to be educated and decide not to have an abortion? For the life of me, I hope that that one person this year that has an ultrasound chooses life because they have been educated and they realize that what is inside of them is not some lifeless blob, but it's a little baby with fingers and toes and a heartbeat. Thank you very much. Please support this bill. It is very, very important for the defenseless ones in our society.
Representative
Yield the floor, Mr. Speaker.